Alrighty, guys. SoFi's up as the entire market's up. You guys know at this point, AI stocks are rebounding, the Qs are going crazy, and every index is in the green as pretty much, guys, every stock in my portfolio is up. It's one of those days. I love it. We've been long overdue. So let's dive into it, break down SoFi, where my head's at overall, where the market's at, and what I'm looking to do right now. So guys, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, join my Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my trades, investments, my options moves, and most importantly, if you want to be a part of my private Discord community. It's all on Patreon. Link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And now let's talk SoFi. And again, the entire market, as everything is in the green. The S&P's up, let's see, about 0.8%. Same with the Dow. The Russell's up 1.3, and the Qs are up almost 2%, 1.85 roughly, percentage points, as Bitcoin's up, gold's up, silver's up, and the VIX is down 9%. It's back at 17 points after the VIX hit, I think, 20 yesterday, or it got pretty dang close, or was that on Friday, rather? Yesterday we hit 19. I think on Friday we almost hit 20, 1950. That was on, Friday. Either way, VIX is coming down. Everything is up. It's a risk-on, rebound, relief rally type day, and at this point, guys, a lot's going on, which we're not going to talk too much about. The indices I want to focus on, again, SoFi. Maybe at the end of the video, we'll break down the indices, but I want to go over SoFi as earnings are coming up here in about a week. I think a week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, next Wednesday, we're getting their earnings, so we also have to break down estimates quickly, what analysts are saying, all that stuff, which we did do a couple weeks ago, but I want to refresh you guys as we're getting close. It's almost that time. So SoFi's up 2.5% on the day. Pretty good day overall, outpacing every index, as it should on a day like today. Up around 43 cents, trading at $17.45. We can see right here a higher low is being put in on SoFi. If I get the handy dandy channel tool out, you guys can see if I draw it out, this is holding. Very good news, right? If I zoom in even more, let me show you this here, guys. We're putting in a double bottom here, and now we're starting to recover, break out even, if you will. We're not fully breaking out, but we're arguably seeing that pattern, double bottom breakout, starting to set up. We got the double bottom. Like I said, we hit 1650, 1675 here on Friday. We hit it again yesterday. We rebounded off of it, obviously, and now we're testing the mid-17s, which, mind you, we're not out of that level yet. We're not breaking through yet, but it's testing it. We're right there. I mean, if SoFi takes out 1750, 60, that's going to be a clean-cut break, and that goes back to what I was saying. This channel could continue, right? We would be pushing, at that point, we would be above these moving averages, and we're going to be straight up breaking out heading into the print. And that's kind of what I think is what's going to happen here, guys. I don't know if we're going to touch 20 bucks necessarily all the way to the top of this channel. I'm not saying that, but could we break out into this range right here? Absolutely. Between 18, 1850, 19 before earnings, I think that's actually likely to happen. Not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed in the market, guys, but we've seen SoFi do this how many times? I mean, I've covered SoFi's earnings for like 2-3 years now. Not every time, obviously, but most times they run into earnings, and the earnings come out, they're good, they're strong, and SoFi sells the earnings off. The stock sells off after earnings. That's what happened last time. Pretty much every time that I can remember before that as well, we've seen that setup. So I think we're starting to see it again, double bottom. We're starting to move. If we're just able to get through these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, let's say we get above, again, $17.75, $18. I think this could gain more momentum into next Wednesday, and we have plenty of days for that to happen. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Monday, Tuesday. So we have 5 trading days for SoFi to make that, what, $2 move, if that? I think it's possible. I think it's very doable. And I'm looking at it here as, again, it happens every time. I mean, this thing, last time they reported, it ran from 1480 all the way to 1950, kind of pulled back a little bit, but it held all the gains pretty much, and then it tanked after earnings. The time before that, you guys can see it actually was downtrending into earnings. It got even worse after earnings. And the time before that, let's see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, back here when it was trading in the 30s, guys, we saw a nice run. This was at the end of last year. We had a big run, right, up to $32, right into the print. It kind of stayed there for a little bit after a day, if that, 2 days. Then it started falling and went all the way down to 25. So, yeah, pretty much the same thing happens most times here. We're going to get that run. I think we're due for it, followed by a sell-off. Or if we don't get the run, guys, to play devil's advocate, that wouldn't be good, considering, again, the history here. That means we might sell off even more without a rally. You know what I mean? We'll see. Time will tell. Overall, I'm long SoFi. I'm not sure. I'm not a bear. I'm not... what the heck was that firm? Muddy Waters. I'm not Muddy Waters, but the reality is this is what happens, you know? It's the pattern that I've been noticing, that all of us have been noticing. So let me show you guys quickly these estimates. Again, I know I ran through these a couple videos ago, maybe like a week or two, I forget when, a couple weeks ago, but we got to look at them again as it's important, as earnings are right here, guys. So as of now, July, it's a mixed bag. When it comes to analysts, it's a clear mixed bag for SoFi. The high target on the street is actually pretty low. It says here at least $30, but here I'm seeing 31 from Mizuho. Either way, that's under where we were just like 8 months ago, right? So the high on the street is about $30, $31 a share, and the low on the street is $12, with the average price target being just a hair over 90, or not 90. What am I saying, guys? 90 would be nuts. Not 90, 20, right? The average price target is just a hair above $20 a share, and we have about 23 analysts recommending the stock here in, or just, I guess, covering the stock here as of July. And out of those 23 recommendations, we have 5 buy ratings, couple strong buy ratings, 12 hold ratings, couple underperform, and couple sell ratings. So they're all over the place, with the majority of analysts putting SoFi as a hold right now, which I agree with. Honestly, I agree with that. Unless you want to trade it, you know, I'm looking to trade it in the short term, again, before earnings, but it's risky, obviously. You're not, you know, you got to do your own research. You're not guaranteed to make money anywhere in the stock market, guys. But listen, mixed earnings, analyst recommendations, and the price targets are kind of all over the place. The high is 30, the low is 12, and analysts overall, if we look at the particular analysts here, guys, we have Needham, buy rating, 25 target. Mizuho has an outperform, again, $31 rating, but we have Keefe, Bruyette, and Woods, $17 rating, underperform. We have a couple $18 ratings as well, or price targets from Morgan Stanley and Barclays. And we can see a $17 price target with a hold rating from Truist. We have Goldman Sachs, $21 price target, neutral. UBS, neutral, $21 price target. Let's see, equal weight is Barclays. I don't think I mentioned that. Citigroup, buy with a $30 price target. So they're all over. They're all over, which for some stocks, that's the case. But you also notice other stocks you're looking at, a lot of the analysts are usually on the same page. Like for example, if you're looking at, NVIDIA or some of these big, massive, big tech companies, pretty much all the analysts are bullish, buy ratings, right? That's just how it goes, right, guys? So that is what the analysts are saying. Nothing crazy. You got to take it with a grain of salt, guys. And looking at the estimates here, based on 16 analysts, we can see The average revenue estimate's $1.12 billion versus last year's $858 million. So they're looking at growth of around 30% top line for the quarter. Not bad at all. And that's actually roughly the growth they're expecting for the entire year. For 2026, the average estimate for SoFi's top line is $4.7 billion roughly versus $3.6 billion from last year. That's 30% growth year over year. And looking at the bottom line, EPS, the average estimate is 11 cents versus last year's 9 cents for the current quarter. So not bad there. And for the year, the average estimate's 59 cents versus 37 cents from last year. Not too bad from SoFi, guys. So at this point, I'm telling you, watch out for that relief rally. It's starting. We kind of got hit aggressively over the last couple of days. We were just at 20 bucks, literally 1950, 4 or 5 trading days ago, and this thing got nailed as the entire market, to be fair, got hit. This got down to 1650. It lost about 15%. Now we're starting to find our footing again. I think there could be more upside here on SoFi before the print. And look, the entire market's up, right? We covered this. The Qs almost 2% in the green. They're trading in this channel like we've covered time and time again here. That's not, breaking in either direction quite yet. The S&P is up around, let's see here, guys. SPY's up 0.9%. We're trying to break through this 50 moving average. We're not doing it yet, but something tells me that might happen. So the charts look pretty good, man. Not bad. And really, the Dow and the Russell look the best chart-wise. The Qs, the S&P, they're looking a little wonky, right? But the Dow, not bad at all. Russell looking strong as well. This is about to go back to all-time highs. We're like 70 points away from all-time highs on the Russell, guys. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Look, I sold calls earlier. Those are the only moves I've made. You guys saw that. I posted that in my Patreon portfolio, which I run the public Patreon portfolio through Patreon with the private Discord access. It's over 6 figures now, guys, and I literally just made $600 literally today. It took me about 10 minutes to, pick the contracts, sell the contracts, but I literally made $600 in that public portfolio selling calls on Amazon, Nvidia, and Robinhood, just like that, and I'm up massively on all those stocks, so I'm okay with giving up some shares if I have to, and this is something I've been doing for years across different portfolios, and I show you exactly how I do that, again, in the Patreon, and you get all my alerts, you get access to that Discord. Check it out, link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys in there, and with that being said, cheers. I almost dropped it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.